Ever spent hours perfecting a creative project, only to get vague feedback like, "It just doesn't feel right"? You're not alone. But here's the truth. Mastering client feedback isn't about avoiding criticism, it's about turning critique into creativity. Let's talk about how great project managers make that magic happen. In creative industries, client feedback is inevitable and essential. Whether you're managing a design studio, video production team, or digital marketing campaign, how you handle feedback determines whether a project thrives or spirals into endless revisions. Feedback can be the fuel that sharpens creativity or the friction that burns momentum. Mastering it requires both emotional intelligence and structured project management. 1. Setting the foundation. Define the feedback framework early before the first concept is presented. Project managers should establish the feedback ecosystem. Many creative conflicts arise not from bad feedback, but from unclear expectations. When a creative project goes off the rails, feedback is often the first place to look. Too many opinions, unclear goals, or emotional reactions can derail even the best ideas. That's why feedback management is one of the most underrated skills in creative project management. It's not just about collecting opinions, it's about structuring them, filtering them, and using them to move the project forward. Start by defining who provides feedback. Identify key decision makers early. Too many voices can dilute creative clarity. When feedback happens, set milestones for review rounds, e.g., concept approval, first draft, final revision. What kind of feedback is needed? Early stages need conceptual direction, later stages require technical precision. Using a feedback policy document or a project charter that includes communication protocols helps create transparency. This ensures clients know when and how to share feedback, preventing last-minute surprises. A great project manager makes this crystal clear through kickoff meetings, project charters, or creative briefs. The goal is to prevent chaos before it starts. Because last-minute feedback kills timelines faster than creative burnout. 2. Structured tools for creative feedback management. Creativity thrives in collaboration, but chaos kills it. That's why creative project managers must rely on feedback management tools. Forget endless email threads and final_v3 files. Use collaboration tools that keep feedback visual and centralized. Some effective examples include Figma, Adobe Cloud, or Miro, for visual projects that require contextual comments directly on designs. Frame.io or Whipster, for video editing workflows with time-stamped notes. Asana, Trello, or Monday.com, for managing revisions, tracking feedback tasks, and visualizing progress. Use centralized systems so that feedback becomes traceable and actionable, not scattered across emails, texts, or meetings. A single source of truth maintains accountability and saves hours of confusion. Having one clear source of truth prevents confusion, missed updates, and resentment. 3. Translating client language into creative direction. Clients don't always speak design. They say things like, "It's not popping enough," or "Can we make it more premium?" Your job as a project manager is to decode those statements. Ask for examples, mood boards, or reference visuals. Rephrase vague requests into clear creative tasks, so your team knows exactly what to deliver. Clients often express feedback in emotional or abstract ways. "It doesn't pop enough," or "Make it more elegant." These comments, while valid, need translation into clear creative directives. A skilled project manager acts as a translator between creativity and business language. Ask clarifying questions. Can you share an example of what "more elegant" looks like to you? Use mood boards, references, or A/B comparisons to align understanding. Summarize feedback after meetings and confirm interpretations in writing. By reframing vague feedback into specific tasks, you prevent misalignment and ensure that the creative intent remains intact while meeting client expectations. 4. Emotional intelligence. The hidden skill in creative PM creative work is emotional. Feedback can sting. That's where emotional intelligence comes in. When clients critique, project managers should reframe it positively for the team. Instead of saying, "The client didn't like it," say, "The client wants to explore a lighter tone. Let's test a new direction." This keeps morale high and creativity flowing. Creativity is deeply personal. Designers, writers, or videographers often invest emotionally in their work, and feedback can feel like criticism. On the other side, clients may also feel anxious about expressing dissatisfaction. The creative project manager's role is to buffer, balance, and reframe. When delivering client feedback to the team, neutralize emotional language. Instead of, "The client didn't like it," say, "The client wants to explore an alternative that's lighter and more minimal." Encourage open team discussions so creatives feel heard, not judged. Acknowledge effort before presenting revisions, it keeps motivation alive. Emotional intelligence transforms tension into teamwork. It allows the project to evolve collaboratively, not defensively. 5. Managing revisions and version control. One of the biggest pitfalls in creative projects is uncontrolled revisions. Endless changes can destroy schedules, budgets, and morale. To prevent this, build revision discipline into your workflow. Set limits for revision rounds. Use version control. And always log changes. If feedback goes beyond the original scope, trigger a change request. This isn't just about protecting budgets, it's about protecting focus. Without limits, projects drown in endless tweaks and lose creative energy. Best practices. Limit revision rounds, e.g., 2 per phase, and clearly state this in contracts. Use version numbering and keep detailed change logs. Evaluate whether new feedback represents a change in direction or refinement. For scope changes, apply a change request process, ensuring extra effort is documented and approved. This creates accountability and protects both the creative integrity and the project's profitability. 6. Turning feedback into a relationship-building tool. Feedback isn't just about improving deliverables, it's an opportunity to strengthen trust and partnership. Clients who feel heard are more likely to collaborate positively in the future. Handled well, feedback builds trust. Clients love being heard, but they also love results. Show progress after revisions. Summarize what changed and why. When clients see that their input shapes the outcome, they become collaborators, not critics. To build that trust, always acknowledge client input, even if it's not applied as is. Show, before and after, examples to demonstrate responsiveness. End each project phase with a short, feedback summary, to document how client suggestions were integrated. Over time, this creates a transparent record of collaboration and mutual respect, turning clients into long-term allies rather than one-time customers. 7. Post-project reflection and feedback loop. After project completion, conduct a feedback retrospective. Ask clients, what part of the feedback process worked well? What could be improved in communication or review timing? How satisfied are they with how their input was incorporated? Also, gather internal team reflections, what worked, what caused friction, and how to streamline next time. This continuous improvement cycle helps your creative team grow stronger and more aligned with client needs over time. To finalize, in creative project management, mastering feedback is less about control and more about curation, guiding ideas, emotions, and expectations into a harmonious outcome. When structure meets sensitivity, and process meets empathy, feedback transforms from a hurdle into a catalyst. It elevates creative output, strengthens relationships, and turns every critique into a chance to refine not just the project, but the entire creative process itself. The best creative project managers don't just manage deliverables. They orchestrate understanding, making sure every piece of feedback shapes, not shakes, the masterpiece. Don't end at delivery, end with a reflection. Ask your client, how did the feedback process feel? Then ask your team the same. Every project teaches something new about communication, clarity, and balance. That's how good teams become great.